Now you might ask, wait a minute, I thought that the Prophet, peace be upon him, was sent for the purpose of calling people to the worship of Allah alone without any partners. And you're right, that was his primary purpose. So how do we reconcile between the primary purpose of worshiping Allah alone without any partners and the saying of the Prophet, peace be upon him, that he was not sent except for the purpose of perfecting the character of the people? If you go back to the second episode of this series, we talked about different ways of defining Islam. And we said that another way to look at Islam is that it is a legal code of conduct by which we can work to perfect the character of the individual. And that is because even if the primary message of the Prophet, peace be upon him, was tawheed, or the worship of Allah alone without any partners, tawheed is a description of the action, not the action itself. And so all of our acts of worship are either going to be a form of tawheed or not. You're either doing them for the sake of Allah, seeking his reward, or you're doing them for some other worldly purpose. And out of all of the acts of worship that we can do, they fall into two categories that revolve around character. They're either acts which relate to our character with our Creator, or they are acts which relate to our character with the creation. And that is because worship is not just standing in prayer or reading your holy book, seeking forgiveness from God, but rather it's every and any action that is done for the sake of Allah that is in accordance with the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.